Hi, everybody. It is Monday, the 10th of April. Before I go any farther, I just wanted to say that this coming Wednesday would have been our Clubhouse live stream, but I'm going to be on a plane on Wednesday heading to Dallas at the time we'd be normally doing our live stream to do 3 shows with Lyle Lovett at the Majestic Theater in Dallas. So I'll figure out another time and let everybody know, but I just wanted to give you a heads up, and perhaps Baz will want to put together something again for this coming Wednesday. But while I'm touring, it just gets real complicated trying to find time to do this, and I really hate it and miss it a lot. But I just wanted to give you a heads up as to what was going on here. The other day, I did an interview with a gentleman who's doing a documentary on the really great producer, guitarist who I worked with on many projects, named Chris Bond. And Chris I did all the Hall and Oates stuff I did with Chris, and the Dodgers, a whole bunch of different albums. And Chris traveled quite a journey in his life, eventually becoming Krista Bond, and he completely transitioned, and we hooked up towards the end of her life. Died of cancer, I think lung cancer. But I was up. She moved up to I think Vashon Island off of Seattle, and I played up there in Seattle with Judith Owen and invited Krista to the show, and we got together, and it was really great. It was a real cathartic opportunity to really get together, and we had been talking a bunch on the phone. It was many years before we hooked up, and was afraid. I had heard that something happened to Chris, and every time I hear that, I assume somebody's died. And eventually found out that no, he transitioned, and so I worked really hard to track her down at that point, and we hooked up, and it was great. It was really great to, be talking to her on the phone about, guitar collecting again and getting ready to come back into music, because she was a powerhouse. But when I was at this guy's house doing the interview, he pulled out some projects that I had been involved with Chris. One was this band Klaatu, and the other was this artist Mark Ashton. And I'm going to see. It was a trip. I forget about all these things. So I'm going to read a little bit about Mark Ashton and play you a couple of tracks here. Mark Ashton was born in 1949, a British painter, musician, compositor, ex-drummer of the English prog rock band Rare Bird. Early life, it says Mark Ashton was born in 1949 in Bridge, Kent, England, soon moved to Scotland and grew up in the Scottish countryside of Stirlingshire near Glasgow. At a very young age, he showed a talent for drawing and music, and the passion for music soon predominated. When he came back to England, he joined his first band, the Vikings, as a drummer at 11 years old. The second band, Corvettes, was voted best band in Kent, UK, and played in a band which opened for such acts as the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, and the Yardbirds. At the same time, he began writing music, formed his first band in 1965 called Turnstile at 16 years old, began composing and releasing their first single, Riding a Wave, on Pi Records, devoted to the original songs. His early single, Riding Wave, will be released by Pi Records. Rare Bird. In 1968, Mark Ashton moved to London. He joined a band called Rare Bird, and their first single, Sympathy, became an international hit record and sold more than 2 million albums and has over 350 cover versions. After Rare Bird, he quit the drums and concentrated on writing music. In '74, he formed Headstone and made 2 albums with Trident Productions. First album, Bad Habit. Second album, Headstone. Producer John Anthony had already produced the first album of Yes and Queen. Then it goes on into his solo career, and then he moved to New York and then Los Angeles. He traveled extensively. He did music, let's see. After 3 years of painting in Spain, he moved to Nice, France. His love for the famous Mediterranean light inspired his creations as a painter. And in parallel to his painting career, he formed in 2012 his new Mark Ashton project with French musicians Mark Ashton Ave exhibited in New York, London, Nice, Berlin, etc. His paintings are on permanent display in many galleries around the world. Since 2015, he changed the style of his music to more acoustic, using a hurdy-gurdy. But it's a real fascinating story that this guy's been on, and I totally forgot about this project. So I'm going to play a couple of things here from it, and let me see if I can grab some credits off of this. See if they've got anything listed here. Well, I'll check on each tune. This song is called Catch On. So this is Mark Ashton. This is, I think, 1976. We made this recording. Yep, 1976, released through Canada, it says. So this is called Catch On. Here we go.
Catch on, hey, you might get surprised. Somebody might jump up, in disguise. If you don't mind, you'll get a sock in the eye. Well, catch on. Better catch on. He's pretty green, but he's a working hard. He's got to learn that there ain't no backyard. One sunny days haven't passed his way for so long. Better catch on. 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 Or else you won't see her tonight. Better catch on. Loosen up on the hole in her tights. She didn't catch on to a lie. No, she didn't catch on to right. Hey, catch on, hey, you might get surprised. Somebody might jump up, in disguise. If you don't mind, you get a sock in the eye. Well, catch on. Better 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 catch on.
I think, oh God, I have it in my phone. I have the credits. I photographed the back of the album, and then just realized that I'm filming on my phone and I can't access my phone because I'm filming on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and play another song. But Chris Bond, I know, is playing guitar and produced this, and also some mellotron on this. But I'll try to find out. Oh, wait, here we have some stuff. Mark Ashton, vocals and rhythm guitar. Chris Bond, guitar. Tom Scott, lyricon and sax. Myself on bass. There's some other tracks with Scotty Edwards on bass. Jim Gordon on drums. David Paich on keyboards. That's kind of where it stops right there. But that's a basic heads up on this. Here's a song called Cruisin'. You can really feel the Hall & Oates effect of Chris Bond on this.
Every day I seem to spend my time just cruising. Anyway, we know the reason why you get by, get high, just cruising. Seems to me your castle's in the sky. I can fly there with you, baby. Oh, just cruising. Magic sunbeams sparkle everywhere, like a full moon, snow spoon. You're just cruising, just cruising. Just
Okay, one more. Mark Ashton. This is called Bazaar in L.A.
I'm waiting for you, you're waiting to see. How long do I stay? I'm so bizarre in LA, yeah. Oh, I'm feeling okay. Screwdrivers, dollar five, and she's tuned in a key. And I'm out and about, I'm so bizarre in LA, yeah. Oh, I'm feeling okay. Space City, or as bright as she lightning, from Broadway to the dock of the bay. I'm starting to develop now. Can you sound? I'm ready for you.
Yeah.
You're ready for me. How long will she stay? She's so bizarre in LA, yeah. But she's feeling okay. Bizarre in LA. Space City, as bright as she lightning, from Broadway to the dock of the bay. I'm starting to develop now. Can you say?
Tom Scott. I went to college with Tom.
I'm waiting for you, you're waiting to see. How long do I stay? I'm so bizarre in LA, yeah.
I always love when there's like new discoveries on doing this, things that completely off my radar, and it's fun to hear it again. It's fun hearing Jim Gordon. He just passed. Oh God, there's so many. And Chris is gone. Krista is gone. Yeah. So again, Wednesday I will reschedule as soon as I have a schedule that I can adhere to. But I'm going to head out now, and I'm trying to finish up a bunch of the yard work before I leave town. And I've got a plumber coming this afternoon because there's some plumbing issues with the house. It never ends. The joy of home ownership, I'll tell you. So just take good care. Have a great week. My heart breaks again. Another mass shooting. So waking up to turn on the TV, and boom, there's another one in, I think this one was in Lexington, Kentucky. It's just unbelievable. This just doesn't, man, this is common every day now rather than this anomaly. It's just like, it's really sad. It's really sad. So, well, I'm going to get going. You take good care, and I will see you all tomorrow. I'll find something else in here. So I digging deep. Keep my shovel handy. Okay, bye-bye.